you for chanting my name. Thanks for staying up after the football game and the baseball. You know, we have the World Series in town. The Toronto Blue Jays right now are 7 miles away from us for Game 3 against our defending champion, Los Angeles Dodgers. I said to Guillermo this morning, I said, we have a choice. Would you rather go to the game tonight or entertain America? And what did you say, Guillermo?
I'd rather go to the game.
He wanted to go to the game.
But
I lied about you having a choice, yeah.
But listen, Jimmy, America needs you, so I'd rather be here with you.
Thank you. You've become quite the little apple polisher on our week off. Toronto is looking for their first World Series title in 32 years, and the Dodgers are looking to give Canada yet another reason to hate us. We were off last week. I went on a family vacation, our whole family, my kids, my brother and his kids, my sister and her kids, my parents, my granddaughter seen here being adorable. We packed up the whole family and went to Ireland. Now, my granddaughter's name is Patty, and she's 5 months old. She'd never been to Ireland, so we brought her and met a lot of people over there who watched the show. Many of them asked me to say hello to you, Guillermo, so I am fulfilling that. I'm saying
hi
hello.
to Ireland, yeah.
Yes, hello, Ireland.
Thank you.
They might think you're a leprechaun, I'm not sure.
It doesn't matter.
And in case you're wondering what other countries think about what's going on here in our country, I'll tell you. They're worried about us. They're very worried. They're worried about us in the same way you worry about a nephew who maybe you haven't seen for a few years, who shows up at Thanksgiving missing all his front teeth. That kind of worry. Like, you doing okay? Seems like you might be having a hard go of it. They had a lot of questions. I couldn't answer, like, why is he knocking down the White House? I don't know. Nobody knows. I don't think he even knows. It was a great trip, though. We got to see the house where my dad's great-grandparents were born in County Mayo. We have a lot of family there. We found them on Ancestry.com, which can go either way, you know, but we had a great time with them. Every one of them a delight, truly. Everything they say about the Irish people is true. We had not one bad experience with any. My niece left her purse at a pub. A woman she'd never met figured out where she was staying and drove it to our hotel, then refused to accept money for it, which is, I really seem confused about the idea that my niece would even offer her money for it. They don't know that we have, like, more of a hostage-type situation where we find a purse. We didn't know it until we got there. We were there during their presidential election. Friday was their election, and no one seemed terrified. These were the candidates, Catherine Connolly and Heather Humphreys. And what about this photograph feels different to you? Two women, yes, that's a big one, but also the day before the election sharing a warm embrace. Connolly won, and get this, her opponent said, Catherine will be a president for all of us, and she will be my president, and I really would like to wish her all the very, very best. Two verys, no caps, no whining about the election being rigged. Makes you wonder, what's wrong with these people? Meanwhile, back here at home, the unrest in Portland continues to rage out of control. Antifa terrorists are destroying government. Oh, wait, that's the White House. Oh, that's what Trump did on purpose, without permission, to the White House. I told you we should have made him put down a security deposit. Over the summer, Trump announced he was going to build a big, beautiful ballroom, but promised it would not in any way affect the structure of the White House. And then he demolished the White House and left his Secretary of the Treasury to explain why.
Why didn't the president tell the public he was going to tear down the entire East Wing, which, as you know, is a part of the People's House?
I think this was a judgment call on the president. The president is a master builder. You know, I don't know. I assume that maybe parts of the East Wing, could have been asbestos, could have been mold.
Could have been some old Chinese food, could have been ghosts. We don't know. All we know is the only solution was to completely smash the whole place down. I wish the master builder would master build in private like the rest of us do. So far, Trump is behaving less like a president and more like a property brother. He blew up the East Wing. He redecorated the Oval Office. He paved over the Rose Garden. He added a golden hall of presidents, and he isn't done.
This house was not taken care of the way it was supposed to be. I take very good care of property. You'll notice the floors downstairs. I paid for them. Marble, the most beautiful marble you've ever seen. The white floors down in the palm room. The most beautiful floors, the most beautiful lights and chandeliers. And now it's starting to gleam like it should. It'll be the most beautiful ballroom anywhere in the world, I think.
Wait a minute. Is it possible that he's planning to sell the White House? He's gonna fix it up and flip it on us? Marble, the most beautiful marble. He talks like it's an episode of Love It or List It. The president was in Japan today as part of a 5-day, 3-country trip, and a rare chance for Asian leaders to see an American president eat a tuna roll with ketchup. His first stop was in Malaysia, which, little known fact, Malaysia is what he called his wife the whole first year they dated. Trump got off the plane in Kuala Lumpur, where he was greeted by musicians and dancers, all of whom were visibly delighted when he broke out a new signature dance move he calls the Magarena. It's a... Look at that. You have to admit, when he wants to, old puppet fists can really move. Trump was in bigly spirits aboard Air Force One. He loves talking to the reporters on Air Force One. For whatever reason, after the White House had been trying to keep it swept under the rug, he revealed that he had an MRI when he had that physical, and revealed that he took a cognitive test, which he aced, of course, much more so than any dumb lady Democrat could.
They have Jasmine Crockett, a low IQ person. They have AOC's low IQ. You give her an IQ test, have her pass, like, the exams that I decided to take. Let AOC go against Trump. Let Jasmine go against Trump. I don't think Jasmine, the first couple of questions are easy. A tiger, an elephant, a giraffe, you know. When you get up to about 5 or 6, and then when you get up to 10 and 20 and 25, they couldn't come close to answering any of those questions.
Now, you know what? There's only one way to find out. Let's do it on TV. Let's put together the biggest and greatest IQ test of all time. Donald Trump versus Jasmine Crockett. Crockett versus Tubbs. And AOC. Let's make this happen. I'm serious. I mean, I'm willing to do whatever. I'll host it. I'll produce the whole thing. I'll pay for it. Grandpa Don's Dementia Bowl, folks. Maybe we could make it the undercard before that UFC fight they're having on the White House lawn. All proceeds go to fund the government. We seriously need to do this. I'm sure the president would win. I mean, he's almost a doctor. Did you see his post yesterday? He said, pregnant women, don't use Tylenol unless absolutely necessary. Don't give Tylenol to your young child for virtually any reason. Break up the MMR shot into 3 totally separate shots, not mixed. Take chicken pea shot separately. Take hepatitis B shot at 12 years old or older, and importantly, take vaccine in 5 separate medical visits. President DJT. He sent this from Malaysia. Chicken pea. I mean, do you think the ox was too much to type, or did he just forget how to spell it? Because that wasn't the issue for hepatitis. He grabbed him by the hepatitis for sure. That is the president of our country, and the people in Ireland cannot believe it. You know how a couple weeks ago Trump was mad about his picture on the cover of Time magazine? The one that prominently featured a labia on his neck? Well, he complained about it so much, Time put out another cover. Basically, Trump's that rich girl in high school who complained so much about her senior portrait, she got him to reprint the whole yearbook. This is the new cover of Time, and that's the happy-go-lucky fellow we all have come to know and love, right? Sir, can we get one where you put your bruised little mitts over the mummy vagina on your neck? Thank you. Speaking of mummies, Halloween is coming up. It's Friday. And for those of you who are looking for a last-minute costume idea, Kid Rock has you covered.
Let me ask you a question. What are you going to be for Halloween?
So my whole family is doing Scooby-Doo. My son's going to be Scooby-Doo. I'm Shaggy. So I'm going to kind of dress like you. Big baggy clothes, I got long hair. I'm just going to have a little flask while I walk around. There you go. Undercover brother.
Guess what I'm going to be?
What?
Guess what I'm going to be?
Fauci?
A retard.
Okay.
Yeah, he said for Halloween. Oh, man, you know, it's not even Halloween. But I was watching football last night, and I saw a Macy's ad for Christmas. I heard it's the most wonderful time of the year. I almost threw my neck out. I was like, are you seriously talking about Christmas already? For me, Christmas doesn't start until the First Lady says it does. You know, a few weeks ago, Melania Trump announced she's working on a plan to decorate what is now left of the White House. And you may remember from the last time Trump was president, Melania decorates for Christmas the same way everyone else decorates for Halloween. Scary. But this time around, she's going a more traditional route to cash in on the 250th anniversary of our country. This is the new Melania Trump Christmas ornament. It can be yours for only $90. There are 6 collectible ornaments, each inscribed with the signature of Melania Trump. All proceeds go to Melania Trump. And why not? Every other Trump's raking in. Trump made $3 billion this year. Eric and Don Jr. made more than $1 billion off crypto. Jared's company has a $5 billion deal in the Middle East. And now Melania, not only is she selling ornaments, this holiday season, she's filling your home with Slovenian song.
Who gives a about Christmas? Who gives a that it's here? Who in the hell wants to jingle a bell or sing about reindeer? Oh, who gives a about Christmas? I really don't care. Do you? Fat old Saint Nick needs to get Ozempic, and also my fat husband too. So Christmas.